I made a video on what to do / not to do if a woman breaks up with you, and I had a gentleman write in anonymously for Ask Topaz series. He wrote in a question regarding this topic. I'm going to go ahead and read it, and then I'll give you my response and my opinion on what to do. I started seeing my ex in January of this year. Almost a year. I was a truck driver at the time. At some point in our relationship, I made the decision twice to come back home and look for local work. Once I started to struggle and things started to look bleak for me, she left. She ended up finding the current guy she's with after not much time. But then we reconnected after she was already seeing him. Up until recently, she was bouncing between me and him the whole time. And when she actually told me she wanted to commit to me, I went through her phone and found that they were still talking. This past weekend, she cut me off completely, went no contact on me, saying that I deserve someone who doesn't think twice about choosing me, doesn't want to lead me on, hurt me, etc. But now it's like I'm dead to her completely. She doesn't speak to me even if I reach out, telling me I need to move on and that she doesn't think it'll be us again in terms of being together. I know I shouldn't want her back, but I do. We had talked of plans of living together, having kids, all of that. I had met her family as well and known them pretty well. We planned on having Christmas together. Now I'm just non-existent to her. This other guy has his own place, car, money, etc. I have none of that currently. Can't recall much else on the situation. Okay, so I'm gonna call this gentleman Bob. Okay, so Bob met his ex-girlfriend in January of this year, and as soon as things started to look bleak, when he came back home and started to look for local work and things started to not look so good, she left. So that in itself, before we get to the rest of the story, Bob, is something that you need to take into consideration, because why would you want to pursue a woman that is ready to just up and leave you when things get a little bit hard? She did not stay through the struggle. That's someone that will only stay for the good times. And if you're looking for someone to marry, that's a huge quality that you need to look out for. This seems to me like she's the type of woman that will only go for someone if they're in a good situation, but won't be there as a ride or die type of person. And as a wife, as someone that, if you're looking for a wife, you don't want the type of woman that will only be there in good times. Because in marriage vows, it literally says through good and bad. But the problem is that now a lot of girls, a lot of women, they only want the good. They don't want the good with the bad. They don't want to struggle with you. They don't want to go through the hard times with you. They only want the good. That's not all women, but you have to stay away from women that are like that specifically, because there's no future with that type of woman. If she can't support you through a time that you're looking for a new job and things aren't the greatest, and she leaves at that very moment when you're already at a little bit of a low, that speaks highly of her character in itself. Another thing, she didn't just leave to leave. She left and found a new guy right away. Now, that worries me because it also shows that because she found a new guy right away, I worry that he was also in the picture during this time. Since you were a truck driver and you were away a lot of the time, it seems like there was already a connection with this guy while you guys had a relationship going, because she jumped from one ship to the next ship way too fast. And you say that you guys reconnected and she was bouncing back from him and from you, from both of you. That makes me strongly believe that she was doing this throughout the whole relationship. Why would you want a woman like that? She has treated you the worst that someone could treat someone. And the first year is supposed to be someone showing their best self of themselves. She has shown you this is who she is, because if someone is supposed to be putting their best foot forward in the first year of being with someone and they're showing you this is her best foot forward, oh gosh, do you really want to see her worst? Because this in itself speaks so much about who she is, and you don't need someone like that in your life. If she was bouncing back and forth, actually I'm going to go ahead and say that she cheated on the both of you. This type of woman can't even be alone, and she only goes for who benefits her. Very selfish type of person that you're dealing with, and I don't know what you're still holding on to. I get it, breakups are hard, I get it, but this person has shown you who she is. She has shown you her true colors, and there's nothing to miss. And you have to start seeing her for who she is, not for who you thought she was, not for the good moments. Stop remembering the good times. Look at the reality of the picture and see her for who she is and what she truly did and her actions, because that should make you get over it. That should make you realize that that's not the kind of person that you want around you. That's not the kind of person you want to build a future with. That's not the kind of person that you want to pursue. I've noticed that when people say, oh, you deserve better, they don't actually mean it. That's just their way to get rid of their guilty conscience, because they do know that you deserve better. They know that they're being sneaky, and they know that they're doing bad things behind your back and that they're treating you poorly. So by them telling you that you deserve better, they're doing their good deed, and basically that's what's going to get rid of their guilty conscience. But at the end of the day, she's saying the truth. You do deserve better. You don't deserve someone that's going to look at you as a second option or who's going to leave you in hard times. Listen, Bob, have you already messed up by contacting her and basically letting her know that you'll still be there even if things fail with this guy? Yes. But can you turn this around and make yourself feel better? Yes. So what you now need to do is you need to text her one last time and tell her, basically accept it. Be so neutral about the situation. Don't show anger. Don't show any emotions, nothing. Just say, you know what, you're right. I do deserve better. Best of luck with Johnny, whatever his name is. And then that's it. Block her. Don't let her give you a response. Nothing. Tell her farewell, goodbye, whatever. Be indifferent. Just say your goodbye. Let her know you're not going to be there anymore. Don't send her a long paragraph. Send her a quick, simple message saying, you're right. I do deserve better. Best of luck with Johnny, whatever. I don't know what kind of message you want to write, but just make sure that it's straight to the point, very short, and you're not showing any emotions. You're not showing any hurt. You're not showing any anger, nothing. And then as soon as you send it, block her. Block and delete her and move on. This woman does not deserve the right to have access to you whenever she wants, because she right now thinks that if things don't work out with her and Johnny, she's gonna come back to you, Bob. And you know what? Having her having that option, it makes her feel so great, and it gives her such a big ego boost, and you're looked at as a second choice. And now in the meantime, you're feeling horrible about yourself. So what you need to do is you need to close this chapter. Text her a quick, simple message, block her, delete her number, and promise yourself you're gonna move on, because you don't deserve someone that's gonna treat you like this. And also, from now on, what you have to do is you have to work on doing the things that you're missing. So if you're lacking money, work hard. Get 3 jobs if you need to. But work on yourself. Focus right now, all of that energy, all of that hurt, focus on something good. Focus on building yourself. Focus on getting the job that you deserve, getting into shape, going to the gym, being healthy, living a life for you. Focus on you. And then you know what? When the time comes, the right person will come into your life, and they won't doubt you. And the most important thing is that you are now going to have the confidence that you're not going to put up with any bull like this, because you're going to build yourself to a point where you're going to have high self-esteem and confidence. Right now, you're lacking that because you're not where you want to be in life. So once you get to where you want to be in life, then look for a relationship. And I promise you, things will be a lot easier for you.